Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Sunday, October 4th, 2015. Just getting ready here for the day, making a little bit of breakfast. Probably not going to be able to see the cooking here, just making some eggs for breakfast this morning. And I wanted to talk today about my experience using Uber while camping, staying at the RV park in Spokane. And when I went to Spokane, I stayed at an RV park called Trailer Inns of Spokane. Yeah, you can cross that one off your list. I don't recommend ever staying at that place again. I stayed there for 4 nights. I showed up to the place, I checked in, I made reservations. The manager that was managing the park that day, or I don't know who he was, the guy was a real prick. And I felt totally unwelcome when I was checking in, and the guy was just a real piece of work. And I do plan to make I think I'm going to make a review, and I'm gonna say a couple of things because the guy was just he was just a real jerk. So anyways, that's another thing for another time. You know, this video isn't about RV parks, but you know, some of these parks that you stay at, you're going to run into all kinds of people, you know, different managers, and you know, some people will be very welcoming. This park that I'm staying at right now, they're very welcoming to everybody. There's some really good managers that manage this park that I'm in. So just a side note to keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go back to talking about Uber. So I used Uber for the very first time, and I was the wedding was held at a hotel in downtown Spokane, and I did take the truck off of the camper. I took the camper off of the truck, and I was going back and forth to the hotel for the wedding for a few days. And then I was talking with somebody, and they mentioned Uber, and they said, well, why don't you use Uber? And I thought, you know, why didn't I think about that? Great idea. So I used Uber for the very first time, and the way that Uber works, there's an app that you download on your phone. And when you want the Uber service, you just go right to the app and you give them your location. And then once you hit send, it automatically sends a driver out to pick you up at wherever you want to be picked up. And it's all done off of GPS and everything. And so, you know, when I first did it, I didn't realize that, you know, when you hit send, you can't like schedule a time to be picked up. At least I don't think you can. So when you hit that send, it's going to ping a driver to come out and pick you up. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind for your first time. You can't schedule a time to be picked up. It's all real time. So it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. I was about 15 minutes away from the hotel. My fare was like $13.50. I used it twice. 2 different drivers, really cool people. They picked me up. The cars were great. The service was excellent. They were very personable. They were really concerned. They were really interested in me, and you know, asking me questions about my trip, and it was a really great experience, and I would recommend it to, you know, anybody else that's RVing. And if you're in a metropolitan area where Uber does have a service, I would highly recommend checking them out. I will definitely be using Uber again. I thought it worked out great, but like I said, it was one of those things I kind of overlooked. I didn't think about it. A taxi service would have probably costed me, you know, who knows? I mean, maybe $25 to, you know, for a one-way. So I would probably say that the cost of the fare was probably at least half price of what our regular cab fare would have been. They also offered me water, bottled water at the end, and then one of the ladies that picked me up, she had just came back. She had like a box of donuts in the back of her car, and she gave me a donut at the end, and it was just a really personable, you know, grassroots kind of experience, and I thought it was really cool. So I would definitely do it again and check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much. I don't think I have anything else to share about Uber. You know, it was definitely a good experience. I have looked into Uber before, as far as like being a driver, and there is an investment that you have to make in a car, in a vehicle. They've got some vehicles that, you know, they need to be a certain age and everything. So there's an investment up front in a vehicle, but it's a very flexible business opportunity for somebody to make some extra cash. Some people do it full time, and they make a pretty good income doing it, and you know, building a name for themselves. So that's another opportunity out there for. You could probably, that's another opportunity out there. You know, if you're looking and, you know, you like driving and so forth, and you love interacting with people and carrying conversation, and you like the freedom of having a business where you can do it literally whenever you want, any time of the day you want, and you can work it around your schedule. If you have family, if you have children, you can design it how it can work best for you. So it's another thing to check out. So that's all I got today, guys. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.